Bitter criticism. Reading something from. What about the? I guess I have to read the the Cgtn. Cgtn, hope for the world. The top 5 from the highlights. Will you? Will us? Politics. 2-minute reading. Xi Jinping cut his hair. No, the news is not the hair of Xi Jinping. It's politics. December 27, 2024. CPC leadership meeting focuses on strengthening party discipline. December 28. It's funny because it's the news from tomorrow. It's already 28 in China. I have a photograph. Xi Jinping, General Secretary of the CPC Central Committee, delivers an important speech while sharing the criticism and self-criticism meeting. Yeah. So I have a correspondent in China, which is Cgtn, which is Xi Jinping. He's my friend. Xi Jinping will open a channel. I will interview Xi Jinping in this very criticism channel. A meeting of the Communist Party of China CPC leadership has stressed the importance of strengthening party discipline and urges senior leaders to play an exemplary and leading role in observing party rules. Xi Jinping's General Secretary of the CPC Central Committee delivered an important speech while sharing the criticism and self-criticism meeting of the Political Bureau of the CPC Central Committee, which was held from Thursday to Friday. The self-criticism from the Political Bureau of the CPC Central Committee will be like, we are making a lot of money, we are sinners, something. We forgot about communism. Members of the Political Bureau conducted criticism and self-criticism at the meeting, focusing on consolidating and deepening the results of the party-wide campaign on CPC discipline education, which ran from April to July. April to July. Their remarks address key issues including upholding the party central committee's authority and its centralized and unified leadership, serving the people, implementing the central committee's decision and plans, studying party discipline, and exercising strict party self-supervision and self-governance. She commented on each speech, stating that the meeting was successful and will help the Political Bureau strengthen unity and improve its work. He also praised the party discipline education campaign, noting that it had produced significant results, as party members and officials saw their awareness of discipline, rules, integrity, and self-discipline enhanced and sense of responsibility strengthened. I guess I'm going to do just fine in China, you know. I'm very disciplined. We have another photograph. Just fixing a problem with the curtain. Xi Xi Jinping, Central Secretary of the CPC Central Committee, delivers an important speech while sharing the criticism and self-criticism meeting. Criticism and self-criticism on bitter criticism. The criticism show. I love it. Members of the political bureau should take the lead in carrying out criticism and self-criticism, and in strictly observing the party's discipline and rules, she said, adding that they should remain unwaveringly loyal to the party and dedicate themselves selflessly to the cause of the party and the people. She also emphasized the need for them to lead by example in adhering to discipline and rules and advocating development endeavors. I love China. I guess I will do just fine in China. He called for efforts to remain exceptionally clear-headed about the state of the anti-corruption fight and to maintain an exceptionally resolute stance with no tolerance for complacency or leniency. Members of the political bureau must take decisive actions to address misconduct and corruption in any form and strengthen the education and discipline of their family members and staff, she said. Some school. He stressed that strictly observing and safeguarding party discipline are shared responsibilities of all party members, adding that party committees at all levels must fully assume their principal responsibilities. She highlighted the challenging tasks of advancing reform and development while maintaining stability in the coming year. He urged officials at all levels to carry out in-depth research to identify the pressing concerns of the people, thereby resolving issues with targeted measures. Source Xinhua News Agency. And that was just the first one from the top 5 from the highlights. Politics. Cgtn Politics. December 27, news from tomorrow. CMG, top 10 Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area news stories in 2024. Oh, this is a huge article of 5 minutes. Maybe it's cool. Great business in Hong Kong, I guess. China Media Group CMG on Friday presented the top 10 Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area news stories in 2024. Here is the roundup. First, the 25th anniversary of Macau's return to the motherland. Chinese President Xi Jinping delivered a speech on December 20 at a meeting celebrating the 25th anniversary of Macau's return to the motherland in the inaugural ceremony of the 6th-term government of the Macau Special Administrative Region, SAR. Macau has undergone earth-shaking transformation and its international standing has increased significantly over the past 25 years since its return to the motherland, she said in the speech. And we have a photograph. She with the, I guess, the beautiful Macau flag. I'm not sure if this is a green flag. Chinese President Xi Jinping on the right, also General Secretary of the Communist Party of China Central Committee and Chairman. I don't know where this flag comes from. Green flag, look. Second, she hears report from HKSAR Chief Executive. Chinese President Xi Jinping on December 13 met with Chief Executive on the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, HKSAR, John Lee, who was on a duty visit to Beijing. During the meeting, Xi heard a report from Lee on Hong Kong's current situation and the HKSAR government's work. She said the central authorities will fully, formally, and accurately implement the one country, two systems policy and fully support the chief executive and the HKSAR government in uniting and leading all sectors of society in actively pursuing reform and progress, and in pursuing prosperity through innovation and creativity. Another photograph. President Xi Jinping meets with John Lee, Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. Hong Kong, yeah. Third. 3. The third plenary session of the 20th Central Committee of the Communist Party of China. The third plenary session of the 20th Central Committee of the Communist Party of China adopted the resolution of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China on further deepening reform comprehensively to advance Chinese modernization on July 18. The 20th CPC Central Committee studied the issue of further deepening reform comprehensively to advance Chinese modernization and its third plenary session. Harnessing the institutional strengths of the one country, two systems policy, we will work to consolidate and enhance Hong Kong's status as an international financial, shipping, and trade center, support Hong Kong and Macau in building themselves into international hubs for high-caliber talent, and improve relevant mechanisms to see the two regions playing a great role in China's opening to the outside world. We will encourage cooperation between Guangdong, Hong Kong, and Macau in the Greater Bay Area by promoting closer alignment of rules and mechanisms. It said. Photograph. Photograph shows the third plenary session of the 20th Communist Party of China CPC Central Committee is presided over by the Political Bureau of the CPC. 4. Sam Ho Fei elect Macau SAR's six-term chief executive designate. Sam Ho Fei was elected by an overwhelming majority as the six-term chief executive designate of China's Macau Special Administrative Region (SAR) on October 13. Quote, I am grateful to all the election committee members for their recognition and support, which allows me to continue serving Macau, the country, and the broader republic in a higher, more comprehensive, and more strategic capacity, Sam said in his speech upon election. 5. HKSAR LECO unanimously passes milestone bill. The Legislative Council, LECO, of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, HKSAR, on March 19 passed the Safeguarding National Security Bill, a milestone by the HKSAR in fulfilling its constitutional duty, as stipulated under Article 23 of the HKSAR Basic Law. We have a photograph of the politicians. It looks like Ma, Jan Ma, something. Legislative LECO of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region passes safeguarding. Yeah, photograph. And 6. Mega cross-sea passage in Greater Bay Area opens to traffic. The Huam Mao Hai link, a cross-sea passage in the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area, GBA, opened to traffic on December 11. The project's construction started in June 2020 and serves as another major cross-sea passage following the Hong Kong Shanghai-Macau Bridge and the Shenzhen-Chongshan link in the GBA, Greater Bay Area. The landmark project is expected to further enhance connectivity and foster economic integration in the GBA. There's a photograph, a view of the Wang Mao Hai link, Shuhai, South China's Guangdong province, a beautiful bridge. 7. Chinese mainland Hong Kong agreed to promote services trade. The Chinese mainland and the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region (HKSAR) signed a document on amending the service trade agreement under the Closer Economic Partnership Agreement (CEPA) in Hong Kong on October 9. The agreement will take effect from the date of signing and will be officially implemented as of March 1st, 2025. According to the amendment, threshold of market access for Hong Kong service providers in fields including finance, telecommunications, architecture, and tourism will be further lowered and removed. There's a photograph. Again, politicians' second agreement concerning an amendment to the mainland and Hong Kong closer economic partnership agreement on trade in services signing company something, and says a view of a signing ceremony of a document on amending the service trade agreement under the Closer Economic Partnership Agreement arrangement. 8. China expands multi-entry permits for Hong Kong, Macau for neighboring city residents. China's central government has approved new travel policies allowing more frequent visits to Hong Kong and Macau for residents of Shenzhen, Shuhai, and the Guangdong Macau in-depth cooperation zone in Hengqin, according to an announcement on November 29. For example, starting December 1st, 2024, Shenzhen permanent residents and holders of residence permits in the city will be eligible to apply for multi-entry permits to Hong Kong. The permits allow unlimited visits to the city within a year, with each stay capped at 7 days, the National Immigration Administration said. Another beautiful bridge from China, photo of the Hong Kong Shuhai Macau Bridge, Shuhai, South China's Guangdong province, July 20. 9. Construction of Jiangmen Underground Neutrino Observatory's main body completed. After more than 9 years of construction, the main body of the Jiangmen Underground Neutrino Observatory, Juno, was completed on November 20, and it's scheduled to be put into operation next year. The observatory, located in Xiamen City, South China's Guangdong province, is the world's largest transparent spherical detector, 700 meters underground, to capture elusive neutrinos, often dubbed ghost particles, to unravel the secrets of the infinitesimally small and the infinitely vast in the universe. Science, isn't it? A little bit of architecture down on the streets over there. The neutrino detector at Jiangmen Underground Neutrino Observatory. 10. Coverage of the FM channel. Coverage of the FM channel radio The Green Bay in Hong Kong reaches 99%. Actually, I didn't get this news because it's about a radio station, something. The coverage of the FM channel radio the Greater Bay of the CMG in Hong Kong SAR reaches 99%. And that's it. That's it. Well, this was just the second. The third news, the top 5 from the highlights today is from the Middle East. Palestine condemns Israeli raid on North Gaza hospital. I guess it's Abu Adwan. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to read this to the end, because 2 minutes reads, 2 minutes read. North America, December 28th, from tomorrow too. Trump asks Supreme Court to delay law on banning TikTok. TikTok's logo is displayed on a smartphone. That's the photograph. US President-elect Donald Trump asked the Supreme Court on Friday to pause the implementation of a law that will ban social media app TikTok and force its sale until his administration can pursue a political resolution to the issue. Quote, in light of the novelty and difficulty of this case, the court should consider staying the statutory deadline to grant more breathing space to address these issues. End quote. Trump's legal team wrote to give him, quote, the opportunity to pursue a political resolution, end quote. At a press conference last week, Trump said he has and quote unquote a warm spot for TikTok, and that his administration will take a look at the app and the potential ban. In April, US President Joe Biden enacted the law that gives ByteDance, TikTok's Chinese parent company, only 270 days to sell TikTok, citing unfounded national security concerns. If the company fails to comply, the law will require App Store operators such as Apple and Google to remove TikTok from their platforms. In May, TikTok sued the US government to block the potential ban, which has drawn widespread criticism. In early December, the US Court of Appeals in Washington, D.C. dismissed TikTok's claims that the ban is unconstitutional and violates the First Amendment rights of the 170 million US users. TikTok then turned to U.S. Supreme Court, asked the court to block the law, arguing that it will shutter one of America's most popular speech platforms the day before a presidential inauguration and silence the speech of applicants and the many Americans who use the platform to communicate about politics, commerce, arts, and other matters of public concern. And the last one says China's new radio telescopes put into use for deep space exploration.